To see this video in different languages, you just click settings, select audio track and choose whatever the language you want to select. So hi everyone, welcome to my Astro Digital Reliability channel. So today we are going to discuss about dorking with Pagoda. I mean automating the dorking process using Pagoda. I already told about the topic which I'm going to discuss today in the previous video. I mean, not exactly today, but in this video. Okay? So Pagoda is one of the tool which helps in uh, getting required information in the form of dorking, and the process involves automation of getting required information for the targeted website, kind of things like that. Okay, so now I'll show you how to do that. Okay, just sharing my screen. Okay, so this is Ubuntu as usual. I am using it just like earlier time. Okay, so for that, first you need to install Pagoda. To install Pagoda, you just need to run this command. Okay, see, I'll give you the guidelines or the reference where you can refer to use this Pagoda tool. Okay, I'll give you the guidelines. So even if you don't remember the command which I am entering here, with the reference, I give you, I mean, reference link which I give you through my resources from my website. Anyone can refer it and use it. Okay. So I have already installed Pagoda, so I'm just installing it again just to for the sake of the video and for the purpose of understanding by the people. Okay, so this is the command. To use this command, you already need to install Git. If you have not installed Git, you just need to install it. You just need to type sudo apt update. Okay, you just need to click sudo apt update. Next you need to click sudo apt install git. It will automatically install it. I already installed it, so no need to install again. But you guys, when you want to try it, you just install it first, then paste this command. This command essentially brings whatever the Pagoda program in the link which I have specified there. In simple, it is a GitHub repository which anyone can download it or go through that website. Okay, so just use that one. It will download. As I told you, it already existed, so it came like that. But for you guys, if you are installing it for the first time, you will be able to get it. Okay, then move to the concerned directory, which is Pagodo. Okay, next you need to install Python 3. If not installed, just like just sudo apt update and then sudo apt install Python 3. That's a simple way to install it. Okay, now you need to create environment for this to get the app run without any issues. Yes, enter it. Next you need to activate the environment. Don't much worry about the commands because I'm going to share these commands and resources in the online shortly in this video, so you can refer there even if you don't remember it. Okay, now we are activating the environment. Environment has been activated, so we just need to update the setup tools if they are not updated, because it's already updated, so it will show like that we are having latest. But in case in your system if that was not installed yet, this command will take care of that. Okay, next you need to run this requirements installation. Whoever or already familiar with the installation process will know about this command. This will just go through the file name requirements.txt in the Pagodo folder, and whatever the requirements has been specified. Requirements are nothing but the dependencies on because I mean, depending on which this program runs. Dependencies in the sense, for Python programs you need Python to be installed, otherwise you can't run Python program. So exe files can be run on Windows, not in Linux, something like that. Dependencies will be there depending on the program. Likewise, this requirement.txt will contain the dependencies in whatever the programs you install. Generally this file will be there. So when you run this command, whatever has been mentioned in the requirements.txt inside Pagoda folder, those requirements will get installed. As I told you, I already tested once on an experiment basis, just for the sake of video. Not done much work on this, but I gone through some sort of background work, whatever is needed to use it. I understood and I prepared for the users or whoever want to learn about it. Okay, resources I accumulated it. If someone wants to install it, you can install and follow this. Okay, so now we just need to update the one of the Python program which is inside this Pagoda. To update that, you need to run this command. Okay, see what is so one minute, message may not be visible clear. Okay. So now see what is S, what is J, and what is I meant for. These are things that helps you to update this scrapper. S is for results to store in a text file, and J for JSON formatting, and I for it's well identifying profiles and vulnerabilities and all. Okay, so this will update this program. Okay, this scrapper program, it will get updated. Okay, now the Pagoda is installed and it is ready to run. How to run it? I will help you with the command. Okay, so this is a sample command, and see, this is strictly for educational purposes. See, I started doing videos in this pattern, or the genre you are watching on is to make myself equipped with strong basics and have strong insights into this field of cyber security. As part of my interest, I also want to I also like to show what I am learning. This work, whatever I do, will make the people understand and learn what I have learned in an easy way, rather than doing background work, what I am doing to present it now. Okay, so in that way people will be able to learn easily without doing some background work, just by watching my videos, because I am providing resources also online. Anyone can get it easily for free. Okay, and this doesn't mean I already gone through all these things, or I have already done this work on these tools. Okay, this is just part of learning. I know I can learn on my own by going through internet, and also I'm just doing that. Okay. So if we observe the command, see, this is the program we are running, and this is the website on which we are running this program. See, this website is only for practice purposes. This can be used for practicing this pagoda. So legally, no issues in using this. I have gone through internet and understood that this can be used for testing, nothing more. Okay, if you want to use this website for doing much more, you need to go through the website and see what are the conditions they allowed on which you can do tests. Okay, and docs, all Google Docs txt contains this doc. This is the text file which is inside Pagoda folder. Okay, this text file contains a lot of dork dorking terminologies, conditions, or for example, strings like file type, or in title colon, these kind of all kind of these strings which are helpful for the purpose of dorking can be used, or contained in this text file. So that's what we are telling the program to use, the dorking commands listed in this text file. Okay, next, this is like minimum 45 to 150 seconds, 150 milliseconds or something like that, where this is the kind of range in which this program tries to visit the website for the purpose of dorking, because there will be in most of the websites, to my knowledge, maybe old websites it may not be, but most of the latest websites will contain something called robots.txt, and that will identify if there is any unreasonable pinging from a particular IP address or something like that. It will block, it will take some kind of cooling period if it is for more than continuously more than certain period, and that certain period will vary from website to website. So if 45 to 150 pings per milliseconds is fine, I guess so. No, this is something too much, I can say, but just for learning purpose we can use this one. And in some cases you need to reduce this 45 to 150 range to below that, 30 or something like that, depending on case to case basis. This range you need to adjust it. Okay, because continuous pinging will alarm the website maintainers or server holders, stating that something unreasonable activity is going on. Okay, that will get flagged to the network administrator. Okay, and if you see, there is something called 3 means 3 types of information it tries to get from this. Okay, that's what it means. And this URL what you are looking at here is something related to open VPN kind of thing. So it uses VPN IP addresses from these resources which are free, open, online. Okay, and when you see this sensitive exposures.txt, this file contains whatever the data extracted through this command will be stored in the text file, which is named as sensitive_exposures.txt. You can name whatever you want. Okay, just for understand. Okay, if I press enter, this will start doing the work, and this work might go a total night. That depends on the website you are trying to do analysis on, or whatever the testing you want to do. Depending on the server or website you are trying to work with this program, it might take more than total night, more than 2 days, something like that. So this program is a kind of runs automatically, tries to get whatever the information in it, I mean sensitive information and all, depending on it. Okay, this is an automatically getting way. Okay, so if I press enter, this program will start. Okay, so this is going through this channel and it will start doing its work. So just to not to run this program continuously, as my purpose is to just to make a video on this while trying to explore different types of cybersecurity tools. So I'm just stopping this program right now just by pressing Ctrl Z. Okay, so I just stopped this program. So if I want to go and check it, I need to check about sensitive expose.txt file where whatever the data extracted will be stored. As I have not done much here, I am not checking at all, there will be nothing. And this file will also be in general stored in the same folder because we're running in that we're running the program in that folder. Okay, so going forward, I would like to let you know, if you want to refer where I'm getting if you want to know more about this Pagodo program, I'll give you a resource in my website where you can go through and understand about the program little more, because I have provided something like a kind of guidance for this. Okay, so this is my website where you can go and check more about this program. Okay, you can just come to resources just like every time. This is about Pagoda guide. Okay, this is a kind of text file I have created. Now I don't want to waste much space because I'm going to do a lot of things. If I keep creating HTML files or PDF files, it might become too much. So just for reference, I have created the text file. So this contains explanation. See, as I told earlier, there is explanation for whatever the strings we use here. I mean, it is to text file, J for JSON formatting, extract distinct file based on vulnerability profiles, like that. See, for every parameter here, there is some explanation, and this is the allowed way. I mean, the allowed website for this program alone. Okay, if you want to check for test for other programs from this website, you need to go to the website and check the details for which they allow to check. Okay, when they allow to do testing. Okay, so here you got the total explanation for Pagoda program, so you can just go through there and you can get it. And one more point is, I have this is something like called practice resources heading is there. Okay, from this you will be able to get the resources where this kind of testing sites will be available for different sources. This website mentions all those sources where you can do different kinds of testing, but most of the videos I do can be referred here for testing. I'll mention in the specific video what to use, what not to use, and for what purpose and all. Depending on that, you can use, but in simple, just try to use for the purpose which I used it. Okay, only for learning and the specific testings which are allowed by the such specific sites you are supposed to use. Not all the kinds of testings are not allowed on all the kinds of websites which are mentioned here, so you need to be specific. Okay, so that's it for this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.